In 2017, Craig Rucastle on ABC TV's War on Waste filled a tram with disposable coffee cups to tell us about the problem of disposable coffee cups in landfill. But did you know that coffee grounds also go into landfill? And this is also a big problem.
Coffee ground waste, like all organic food waste, is a greenhouse gas generating problem. As organics decompose, they can either put off carbon dioxide or methane, and methane is incredibly powerful as a greenhouse gas.
I've read that landfills claim that they turn the methane from landfills from organic waste like coffee into electricity. Isn't this good for the environment?
It's better to have the recovery of those gases than to allow them to go into the atmosphere. But even the best landfills are not recovering most of the gases that are generated down there. And what we've identified is for every kilogram of coffee grounds that we recover, we save 1.9 kilograms of CO2 going into the atmosphere.
So if we put the coffee ground waste into our own compost or our own backyard, why doesn't that turn into carbon dioxide and methane?
It gets down to whether it goes anaerobic or whether it stays aerobic with air. So it still can give off some gas, but not be turned into methane. And of course, if we're putting it into compost or into our own gardens, into crops and everything, then we're getting the benefit of the carbon and the nitrogen that's in those coffee grounds as well, because our soils are getting depleted quite a lot as we grow and grow year after year. So putting that material back into the soil is really important in terms of keeping the structure of the soil and keeping its nutrient values.
It's really important. What would you suggest are the best options for dealing with coffee ground waste?
Well, because it's already separated in the cafes, it's already in the knock box, all separate from everything else, it's best to keep it separate and to recover that, collect that, and to recycle that back into soil production. And there's a company doing that called Reground, who are collecting from about 65 cafes across Melbourne. And if you put the amount of coffee grounds they're recovering in a year from those 65 cafes, it's about 270,000 kilograms of coffee grounds.
How can just an ordinary person get involved in coffee ground recycling?
Okay, well, in their own home they can put it into their compost if they're generating coffee grounds at home. If they're going to a cafe regularly, talk to the cafe and ask them, do you have an arrangement to have your coffee grounds collected and recycled rather than ending up in landfill? And that sort of pressure from customers is what will make cafes right across the country transform the way we handle that material.